Everyone, welcome to another episode of My Bike. Special episode today. We're here at the Idaho STAR Riding Program with Shaun, and we're going to talk all things motorcycles. So, yeah, thanks, man, for making time.
Yeah.
And I'd love for you to share a little bit about yourself. How long you've been in Idaho, married, kids? Tell a little bit about yourself.
My wife imported me from Eastern Oregon in 2005. I grew up over there. Since moving here, I've always been involved in motorcycles. Rode a shovelhead for quite a while. Now I have, I've got 2 kids and all the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been with Idaho STAR?
With Idaho STAR, I've been here since 2015 as an instructor, and then 2020 or 2021 as a full-time operations manager.
Wow.
For the program.
Wow. And you travel like all over the place, right? And I know you were just telling me after this, you're heading where?
Heading to Lewiston.
Okay.
So we paint all the ranges. Yeah, there's a lot of maintenance for the operations manager.
Yeah.
The office staff takes care of the building and the stuff in here. And once it gets out to the shop, it's my responsibility. I paint the ranges in the state. I maintain all the motorcycles.
Yeah. Cool.
And then, yeah, a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff. If it's 2 wheels, it's fun.
Oh, yeah, most of the time.
Now, I want to get into your personal story in a minute, but I'd love for you to share a little bit. Tell me a little bit about the vision of Idaho STAR program.
Yep, Idaho STAR. We believe in giving people the skills they need to help them survive on the street. A lot of new riders. Our core curriculum is our basic one, and that's teaching people how to ride. We have an intro class for some people who just aren't quite sure if they want to learn how to ride motorcycles. They need an experience with them. So we'll take some students out and let them sit on bikes and learn how to straddle walk and use a clutch. And if they do really well, by the end of the class, we'll let them actually ride across the range. It's more kumbaya kind of class. It's pretty fun though. We'll have a good time with it. Our basic one is a 2-day course, and that's where we teach people clutch control. Like the first 2 exercises is all about getting on the bike, identifying all the 5 primary controls and then the additional controls after that. And then we'll start working on cornering proficiency and then braking in the first day. And then on our second day, it's all the same exercises, but we increase the speeds and just more of the freedom of the riders. See how they do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. And you guys provide the motorcycles, correct? Like if I'm like a student, I want to take the class, I don't necessarily bring my own motorcycle. You guys provide all the motorcycles?
Correct. For our basic 1 and 2, we provide motorcycles. These are 2 of them behind us. This Royal Enfield, little Hunter 350s. Love this little bike. And then our tried and true TW 200. They're battle tanks. They'll take a heck of an abuse.
Yeah.
We have several other makes and models in the fleet also.
That's awesome. I love that.
And just so everybody knows, our basic one is 400cc and under. So if you have your own motorcycle, you can still ride your own motorcycle in our class. And then our basic 2, there's no limit on it. So you can ride your own motorcycle in a basic 2 course and get taught on your bike. And the basic 2 is just the second day of our basic 1.
Cool.
But it takes away, the clutch, friction zone and all that stuff, because we assume if they're riding on the street, they already know that stuff.
Yeah, I know all that stuff. That's great. What an amazing program.
Yeah.
That people can jump into if you want to learn how to ride better or totally
for that, we have additional, I guess I'll just name all our curriculums that we have right now. We have an IRT, Intermediate Rider Training, and that's a 1-day course, and that's online content where you talk to an instructor online, that your class is online doing that. And then it's just 1 day on the range, and that's on your own bike. It's little different exercises, higher speeds, lower student ratio to instructor. So that way that we can have the higher speeds, a lot more direct interaction. And then we have an ESS, the Enhanced Street Skills, which is a lot of cornering and braking proficiency. And there's no classroom in that. It's just you on your bike, and that one's a fun one.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Some of our instructors are ex-police trainers.
Okay.
And they help develop that curriculum, and it's a lot of good time.
That's so good. I love that. Well, cool. I'd love to get into your personal story.
Yeah.
With motorcycles. So tell me, how'd you get into motorcycles?
At this point, it's part of my DNA. My dad thought I needed a motorcycle at 3 years old. By that time, I'd already been riding on his Harley with him. They would just take and put a pillow on the gas tank because I'd fall asleep going on rides. Got a Suzuki JR50 was my first bike. I recently got that back from my sister, and it's back up and running. I restored the poor little thing. It's pretty beat up. Restored's being generous. I got it running. There's not a good piece of plastic left on that poor little guy.
Sweaty.
Yeah, he'll start though. And then after that, I rode dirt bikes all the way up into my teens. When I got up, I believe I was 26. I bought my first Harley, 1974 Shovelhead.
Nice.
I still have it. I think the frame, most of the engine, and the tins, it's all that's left from when I originally bought it. I've swapped everything else out, put modern brakes on it. The engine is a Shovelhead. Externally, internally, it's Evo. All built by the shop locally.
Cool.
It runs pretty good.
Yeah.
And then my other new bike, then I rode that Shovelhead for, quite a few years. Ended up with a Softail Harley. Once I became an instructor, I realized I needed to have a motorcycle that had all the things like blinkers, all the fenders.
Yeah.
All, my old bobber wasn't going to quite cut it anymore.
Yeah.
So I got a Softail Custom, rode that for several years, and then picked up a Road King Classic. Rode that until just the last few years. I got a KTM adventure bike.
Nice.
And
Nice.
Have
you done any adventure trips on it?
Yep. I've done part of the Idaho BDR. I've taken it out. That is probably the most impressive bike I've ever owned.
Really?
It's the only thing that's ever put up with my abuse. So I've taken it to the track with track tires, past a sport bikes on the inside of the curve, and then with the same tires went and did the Idaho BDR and was forging the creeks and taking jumps. And
wow,
it's a pretty impressive bike for how capable it is, no matter what I ask of it.
Yeah, it just does it.
Yeah, I've done an iron butt on it, came back from Denver.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, for those that don't know what the iron butt is, now it's 1,500 miles, right?
No, that's the golden. The iron butt is 1,000 miles in 24 hours.
Okay, 1,000 miles in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't done that yet. I've gotten close. I did like 780 miles.
That's a day.
In a day. And I was like, if I could go just a little bit, I could get the Iron Butt Challenge.
My first one was on my Road King, and we went from Boise to Lolo to Missoula to Helena to Pocatello to Boise in a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a day.
So what is it about a motorcycle? You said it's in your DNA. What is it about a motorcycle that you love? Like what does it do for you when you're riding a bike?
It's my instant flow state. It's the bike becomes just part of me. It's not a separate piece anymore. It's just a flow, really comfortable. It's my favorite way to travel.
Yeah.
It's just a lot more freedom of movement and that. Going down the road, just being able to. I grew up in an agriculture area like here. You like smelling the green beans, smelling the onions, smelling the alfalfa when it's getting watered in the afternoon. It's just,
yeah, it does something to the soul.
Yeah, there's no disconnect. You can't, you don't care anymore. Like in a car, it's quiet. You can't feel the outside.
Yeah, it's sterile.
Yeah, it's sterile. On a bike, it's all there. I mean, I have a lot of gear and it keeps me comfortable, but you still feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have like a significant moment on a motorcycle that like stands out to you? Whether it's a trip or the BDR you're talking about, is there a significant memory or moment?
Yeah, last year, well, I guess this is my most recent. I've had several, but my last one, I was riding up to Auburn, Washington, and just going through a canyon right at dusk, and I had my yellow lights on for my fog lights, and just running through that canyon, you could just see the orange and yellows of the blues of the sunset over the mountains, and I think it's Highway 10 up by Mount Rainier. Beautiful, absolutely. This is one of the few videos I put on my TikTok. It's so good.
You're on TikTok?
I am. Yeah.
Dang.
I had one of my friends is on there, and he got me into making a couple videos. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I haven't yet got on the TikTok crave, just Instagram and YouTube,
Yeah. It's
like
a different algorithm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so good, dude. I love that. Um, Speaking of like motorcycle culture, um, what do you love about the culture surrounding motorcycles, or what stands out to you with that?
Is what I absolutely love about it is I've sat at a table with law enforcement, Christian bikers, Hell's Angels, all talking bikes. I mean, away from that table, none of them would talk without all their whatever costume we're all wearing that day. Um, we wouldn't speak to each other, but sitting there talking bikes. Oh, what'd you do to yours? Oh, you know what? You know, it's fun. That's the thing I like most about this community is it doesn't seem to matter what your past was. Everybody's pretty accepting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've witnessed that too. It's like you pull into a gas station and somebody else on a motorcycle pulls in a gas station and you feel like you're instant friends, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I had last year when I was in Denver. I was going to Pikes Peak riding alone, and some guy in a Ducati came up next to me, and him and I just ran through a canyon and had a good
Really?
time. No, I still don't know who the dude was. He waved and pulled off. We were having a good time.
What bike were you on?
My 1290.
Your 1290.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those things are ridiculous. That's an off-road bike. It's a sport bike with off-road suspension. Has 160 horse at the rear wheel.
Really?
Yeah, weighs 475 pounds.
Is it carb or fuel injected?
Just fuel injected.
Fuel injected.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
It's a
that
nut.
sounds like
It's
a
so fun.
monster.
Yeah, yeah. I had to lower it because I don't know who the Scandinavians are building that thing for. It is not for a dude 5'8". So I had to get it lowered to be able to ride it very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be able to feel comfortable on it, anyways.
Yeah. I love that. Uh, I love, yeah, just your heart for motorcycles and just obviously you've been in the game for a long time, you
Yeah.
know, and how many trips a year do you usually do?
Last year was not very many. Just I was on a disabled list for I wrecked at the track, broke my shoulder blade, and then
Oh,
tore this bicep and had to have it reattached. So last year was just
holy smokes.
those are two different. That was like a couple months apart. So as soon as I got out of this rehab, it went right into
Was
this
it
one.
dirt track or asphalt?
The wreck was on asphalt down in Utah.
Really?
Yeah, I wrecked right in front of the camera guy, so he's got me like flying through the air.
No way.
Yeah, that's a good pics. I'll show you when we're all done.
Yeah, you need to send those to me.
Yeah.
And I'll put them on the
Yeah, you just see me going, oh. You gotta laugh about it.
Do you remember it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, I just remember because this is 100% my fault. I have a little 390. I put some tires on it, and we're a couple laps in, and the guy was being annoying, and so I just went to pass him on the outside. I was like, I've hit this corner faster earlier. Well, earlier I'd got the tires nice and warm. This is like barely not all the way through the second lap, so I kept on leaning, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, bye. The bike started sliding, and I rolled, and I've done martial arts my whole life, so like I just kind of rolled and landed on my feet and looked to make sure I wasn't getting run over, and just ran off the track.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny.
Was that the one you tore your bicep on?
No, that happened. My big bike, I had a strap brake on the trailer, and it flipped off and landed on its top. And when I went to pick it up, it just snapped this bicep.
Oof.
It matches this one. And you do your own stunts, you know.
Do your own stuff.
Yeah, I did. I tore that one doing CrossFit or deadlifting, and I hadn't lifted for quite a while. I wanted to find my new max lift, and evidently 400 pounds was it. That's when my bicep gave out.
Well, it's a good thing you're a riding instructor because you know what not to do.
Yeah, yeah.
People what not to do.
I could tell everybody how not to do things. So I'm good at it. I'm usually pretty safe on the bike anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might go a little dumb in the gym, but you know, it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so good. I love that. Just flying through the air.
Yep, sailing.
I've never put a motorcycle down.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah, on the street anyways. I've never knock on something. Yeah. Never.
On the street, I've only been in one accident. My buddy hit me. Guy I've ridden with my entire life. But usually in the dirt, it's just time. I'm going to hit the ground eventually. It's just that's just what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good, man. That's cool. For those who, being a riding instructor, and there might be people that are interested in getting a motorcycle, they've never ridden before. What advice would you give to somebody like that who's interested in getting a bike and getting started in riding?
I'd go and like talk to a couple dealerships and talk to them about getting training through them. I know we work with a couple in town, and if you buy the bike through them, they'll sometimes throw the class in for free. But then just look at all the different bikes. Don't get it stuck in your head. Hey, I want this model, because there's a lot of different configurations and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's your thoughts on, because some people say start on a low CC bike. Some people are like, just get whatever bike feels comfortable to you. What's your thoughts on that?
That has a lot to do with the rider. So like my first street bike was a full size Harley. I've known a lot of people their first street bike's full size Harley, and there's nothing wrong with it as long as you have the maturity level to not do dumb things. Good thing my old Harley was a tractor, so like it wasn't too fast. But if you're somebody who really likes going fast, I would not recommend going out and buying 1,000cc street bike, because they will let you go really, really fast and get you to the scene of the accident really, really quick.
Yeah.
That's just, I mean, the more power, the more responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you can control yourself and the bike, go that way. I would look into any bikes with technology, like these two, for instance. This Royal Enfield, good modern bike, has ABS. You can tell by the little ring there on the front wheel. That TW200, perfectly good bike. I knew they're about the same price, but the TW200 doesn't have any technology, so there's no ABS systems or any of that. ABS is really good, but it's not the maximum braking. If you talk to the people who design these systems from Bosch, a rider trained well will outperform ABS, because ABS is just, it's locking and unlocking that front wheel. It's engaging and disengaging, not locking. Engaging and disengaging until it comes to a stop. But a nice, good, controlled stop will actually be shorter than ABS.
Really?
It takes practice, but yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Because the ABS isn't the fastest. It's just, he lets you practice threshold braking without actually skidding.
Really? Yeah, I didn't know that. I've never had a bike that has had ABS on it or ridden one. But I was curious. I've always been curious about how it functions.
Well, it's stuff like so my last bike was an '08 Softail, or '08 Road King Classic. Good bike, loved it. My KTM, it's a 2017 model, and it has, so depends on what configuration you've told that computer you want to ride, whether it be off-road, rain, street. If I'm going into a corner and I give it a bunch of throttle, the bike just says no. I choose life, and it won't engage, it won't spin a rear wheel. And once that bike starts coming up, then it'll work.
Really?
So like the traction control and all that stuff is a huge aid, especially for new riders. It helps us do things that look like a lot better riders than we really are, even for experienced riders. But it's a good safety net.
Yeah.
For riders.
That's
for new riders, I'd really look into bikes with a lot of that stuff.
with a lot of that tech on it.
Yeah, because I mean, the ABS, the modern ABS systems, they work in, whatever generation you have. Make sure you know all about it. But some of them work like in a lean angle in a corner on gravel. They'll still operate correctly.
Really?
The modern ones, yeah.
Wow.
You just got to make sure which model you have.
Yeah. Wow.
They help a lot.
That's crazy.
And then traction control. Like I went to Bonneville on the way back from the racetrack a few years ago. Me and some instructors, we kicked all the bikes out and just ran our bikes out open on Bonneville. But like I turned all the traction, because Bonneville is just open.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's no races going on. The salt was in good shape. It was dry, so we just went out and just ran off wide open.
So amazing.
I had to turn all my stuff off because it just didn't want to go moving on that sand. So I turned it all off and just started spinning tires. And
yeah, I went to Bonneville a couple years ago, rode out there, but there was like 6 inches of water,
Yeah,
which was a bummer.
yeah. And
Still amazing.
there was parts of that over on the other side, but it's kind of cool to look at when it's
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah, man, I can't imagine just like, oh,
it's really weird. Like, so the whole bike it just does this because it's, the rear tire slipping the whole time.
yeah,
And then once the rear tire stops slipping and you're actually catching up to the speed, it all really smooths out. And
really.
like at 100 something miles an hour, I was doing 120 something
Oh
across there. And it's just like, and then my brain's like, oh, what happens if you go down? Oh, time to slow down. When your brain gets to that spot, you're done for the day.
Yeah.
You can't think about it.
Dude,
This is a good time.
That's so crazy. How'd you get into racing?
I'm not.
Oh, really?
No,
You just go to the track.
I just do things
just for fun.
Yeah. Well, it's a good experience. Like, so I can go to the track and I could really see what my bike will do in a corner. So and then when I get out on the street, I mean, there's no reason why you should ride that hard on the street.
Yeah.
But if you're going into a corner and something happens, I now know how hard I can pull my bike to one side and how it will react and how hard I can corner it.
Yeah.
What it's capable of.
That makes sense. And you go to the track out in Utah?
Utah and Portland.
Okay.
We actually do it through Idaho STAR. We take
really?
it's a professional development workshop. So what we do is we tell our instructors, we'll buy your track ticket. You got to get there.
Really?
So us and a group of instructors go down usually. And
how much is it for a track ticket?
It's not too much. It's less than $200.
Okay.
I can't remember off the top of my head, and it fluctuates between.
And you can go as many times as you want.
No, for that day.
Well, I mean, for that day, you can do it.
Yeah, they have heats, so you get put like we're in the slowest group, which is where we all need to be. We're not. We're not out there to win. We're out there to learn. But that way we can really teach our lean angles. And so we have a couple instructors who used to be track. I mean, they race professionally.
Yeah.
They roll with us, and then we have GoPros hooked on different bikes, and we'll coach and help each other out.
Cool, man. That's so awesome. Yeah, dude. That's good stuff, Shaun.
Oh yeah, and we have I don't know, did I already mention where all our ranges are?
I think so.
We have a range up in Priest River, Idaho. We have a range in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Another one in Lewiston. One in Napa Skyview High School. Dennis Dillon here in Boise, we have one. And then Meridian Middle School. That seems to be the one everybody knows because it's right by school. It's right on Fairview, right where it changes to Cherry.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's that's probably the nicest piece of pavement in Idaho, is that parking lot. And then we have another site in Mountain Home for the Air Force Base where we train the soldiers.
Oh, wow.
The military found out they were losing more guys to motorcycle accidents than war. So they're really focusing on getting us out there and keeping their soldiers alive.
That's amazing.
And then we have our home, our College of Southern Idaho in Twin Falls. That's the college we operate under. So we have a range there. And then we have another one at Pocatello Airport in Idaho Falls. We're looking to add some more in Caldwell and then Burley, Idaho, and other places.
That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. Well done.
Yeah, we're trying to save lives through training.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's working.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's working.
We hope so.
Yeah. How do people get in contact with you guys?
They can go to idahostar.org. They can go on, they could do a class there. You can sign up, learn about all the different curriculums there. Or you can call the office. I can't remember the phone number off the top of my head, so I don't want to say it wrong. But
I'll put it on the screen.
Perfect. Yeah, it's 1-800-6. I can't remember it all.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell them our cell phones destroyed our ability to remember phone numbers.
Yeah.
I remember my office phone, but yeah, they can go online. For anybody listening, if they call in and say you listen to this podcast, we'll give 10% off.
That's awesome.
So anybody wants to take a class,
yeah,
I really recommend it. Like I've been riding, I said earlier, since I was 3 years old. I still take our courses. I still learn. We're not going to teach you new skills if you've been riding a while, but we might help refine them and better timing.
Yeah.
A lot of the things we see people doing wrong in corners is like not looking far enough through the corner. So we teach about accident avoidance, all that, where to look, going through corners and where to look, riding down the road to try to avoid accidents.
Yeah. Well, if one thing's true, we all can improve on our motorcycle riding capabilities for eternity. You know, however long we're riding, we're never yet there.
Yeah.
You know, we can always improve and always grow.
Well, I took my first class in 03, and I thought I was a good rider. And I took the class and went, I could learn some more. And then through life, you know, my wife moved me over here. I became an instructor in 2015. I took another class and went, oh, I got a lot to learn still. And then, yeah, every year I seem like I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Then I watch one of our instructors go, never mind, I'll buy a convertible.
What age do you have to be able to take the course?
As long as you have a learner's permit,
Okay,
we can have you in a class. My son went through the class at 15.
15. But you have to have a motorcycle, at least a learner's permit.
You have to have a driver's permit.
Okay. Just driver's permit. You don't have to have a motorcycle endorsement.
Oh. Okay. You don't have to have. So the way our classes work is our basic 1, 2, and IRT are all license waiving classes. So if you take that through us, you can go to the DMV. You'll still take the state test. And then after that, you can get your endorsement. You don't have to take the state riding test. It waives that.
Yeah. Have you ever had a dude or lady come into this course like peacocking, you know, like, oh,
no,
dude, this is going to be like cakewalk. And then they find out pretty quick, fast, in a hurry. It's not.
One of my favorites is my old shovel head has ape hangers on it. And I had a guy come to class, and, you know, on our basic ones, we don't ride our personal bikes. We ride program bikes because that's what the students are all learning on. Once we open it up to any level, like our basic 2s, then we're expected to ride our own. I had my shovel head there, ape hangers, and then we have an offset cone weave. Instructors will fight over it because that's our favorite demo to ride. And this guy's like, my bike can't do it. I've got ape hangers. I was like, oh, really? Let me show you something. We went through, and yeah, it was a pretty fun day.
You went through on your shovel?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is hard and as fast as I could, dragging pegs.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong. Like, I mean, I got that little part of me, but like when I became an instructor, at the end of the class, everybody would go away and I'd keep all the cones out, and I'd be out there for 2 more hours, just practicing all our stuff and practicing. Wow. So it's my little deal in my head. I can't. Yeah. If I'm going to teach somebody, I want to be really good at it.
Right. That's funny. I love that.
Yeah, it happens all. I've actually got a guy who used to be ex-police motor, what he claimed anyways, and that guy, he thought he was all of it, and he needed to buy a convertible. Like he is terrible. I don't know how he ever. Yeah, he didn't pass. His wife passed, but he didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's what happens a lot. You know, that's when I always find it just funny.
Yeah.
Because the wife's there to support the husband and what he wants to do, and he can't shut his brain off of everything he knows to actually intake anything. And they sabotage themselves.
So posture should be, I don't know anything, I'm here to learn.
Well, it's not that you don't know anything. It's just like, the older I get, I have a lot more questions than answers, I guess is the best way. Like, I know I'm pretty proficient, but everybody I meet knows something that I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. They have information that you've never heard.
Yeah.
So it's worth listening.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, Shaun, man. I don't have any other questions. Is there anything you want to say or add?
Yeah, just like, I know one thing Idaho STAR is trying to do this year is, last year we've had a lot of fatalities here in the Treasure Valley, and this year's already not looking good. I think last night was our 5th of the year so far. It's really sad. A lot of them are young kids, 21, 18 was the one last night. Just terrible. If I really recommend coming and taking a class, upgrading your skills, getting some more knowledge. If you don't do that, like, start scanning further ahead, looking for problems way before you get to them, and then give yourself some extra room, and don't hide in traffic. That's the one thing I see, one of the biggest mistakes I see riders doing out on the road is they hide in traffic. They don't know they're doing it. Like well, for instance, left-hand turns. That's what everybody says. Left-hand turns in front of you. That's what caused the fatality last night. So and I have no idea what happened last night. This is everything I'm saying right now has nothing to do with that accident. I've seen motorcycles riding close to like big jacked up F-350. If you're close to that truck, there's no way a car in the opposing lane will ever see you until it's too late. So if it's a large vehicle in front, don't hide, tuck up behind it, get a little further back, especially with box trucks and things like that. Put yourself where people can see you and don't expect anybody to see you. I mean, that was the advice my dad gave me I've been on Harley since I've been a baby. So it's like, he always told me, just ride like you're invisible. Like you don't expect that anybody sees you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and just a reminder, anybody watching this, 10% off.
Yeah.
For a course, which is really awesome and generous. And yeah, we need better riders, and we need less fatalities happening in Boise.
Well, we all do dumb things. I mean, I'm at the top of that list of doing dumb things. But like, just try to stay alive. Just try to do smart enough things that your dumb things don't cancel you out. You know, position yourself to be safer. And wear good gear. I mean, gear helps. I've received a couple skin grafts. I wouldn't recommend it. So tattoos are expensive the first time. The second time, they really suck. Oh
yeah.
That's about it.
That's good, man. Dude, thanks so much for making time.
Oh yeah, anytime.
And yeah, check out Idaho STAR. Hit up their website. We'll put a link to the website in the bottom. And yeah, thanks, Shaun.
Oh, thank you, man.
It was awesome. All right, dude.